Picture this. It's the middle of the night. The room is quiet. The world outside still asleep. You glance over the alarm clock. 3 a.m. sharp. You're wide awake again. For many seniors, this moment isn't rare. In fact, it's almost a nightly ritual. But why does this happen? Why do so many older adults find themselves staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, night after night? Is it simply part of aging, or is your body sending you a deeper message about your health? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of sleep, aging, and health. We'll uncover why these early morning wake-ups happen, what they reveal about your body, and most importantly, what you can do to reclaim your nights. Stay with me until the end, because what you'll discover could change the way you look at sleep health and aging forever. How sleep works, basics. To understand why so many seniors wake up at 3 a.m., we need to start with the basics. How sleep works. Sleep is not just switching off your brain. It's a dynamic process, carefully regulated by your body. Each night, your brain and body cycle through different stages of sleep. These stages include light sleep, deep sleep, and rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, where dreaming happens. Think of these stages as a rhythm, repeating in cycles of about 90 minutes each. In the first half of the night, deep sleep dominates. This is when the body repairs tissues, strengthens the immune system, and restores energy. In the second half of the night, REM sleep becomes more frequent, supporting memory, mood, and learning. But here's the key. As we get older, this rhythm changes. Deep sleep becomes lighter and shorter. The protective walls that keep us peacefully asleep weaken. That's why seniors are more likely to wake up, sometimes multiple times a night. Now add in another layer, the circadian rhythm or body clock. This is your internal timer, controlled by the brain, telling you when to sleep and when to wake. It responds to light hormones and daily routines. But with age, the circadian rhythm also shifts. Melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep, is produced in smaller amounts. That's why bedtime often comes earlier, and wake-ups happen earlier, too. Put all these pieces together, and you can already see why 3 a.m. becomes such a fragile time for sleep. The body is lighter in sleep, more sensitive to small triggers, and less able to stay deeply asleep. But that's just the start of the story. How aging changes sleep. As we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond, nearly every part of sleep physiology changes. Let's break it down. Reduce deep sleep. The stage of sleep known as slow wave or deep sleep shrinks significantly with age. This is a kind of sleep where your body is least likely to wake up. Without enough of it, the brain doesn't get the same rest, and even small disturbances, a creaky floor, a car passing outside, can jolt you awake. Earlier sleep times. Many older adults feel sleepy earlier in the evening. You might find yourself yawning by 8 or 9 p.m., go to bed early, and then naturally waking up in the early morning hours, even as early as 3 a.m., more fragmented sleep. Seniors often report waking multiple times throughout the night, whether it's for a bathroom trip, adjusting to body aches, or because of lighter sleep. These interruptions make it harder to stay asleep. Hormonal changes. Melatonin production drops as we age, and cortisol, the stress hormone, can rise in the early morning. Together, this creates the perfect storm for wakefulness around 3 a.m. Medical factors. With age often comes medication use and health conditions that impact sleep. Some medications, for example, have stimulating effects or disrupt the sleep cycle. In short, aging makes sleep more delicate, more fragile, and more vulnerable to disruption. But the question remains, why does it so often happen right around 3 a.m.? For that, we need to look at the body's natural rhythms and health connections. Why 3 a.m. is common. Science plus body clock. So why 3 a.m.? Why not midnight or 5 in the morning? Here's where it gets fascinating. Your body's circadian rhythm, the 24-hour biological clock, controls not only sleep, but also hormones, temperature, and organ function. Around 3 a.m., several important shifts happen inside the body. Cortisol rise. Cortisol, the hormone that helps wake you up, begins to rise in the early morning hours, often peaking around dawn. For some seniors, that rise begins too early, leading to wakefulness at 3 a.m. Lowest body temperature. Around 3 to 4 a.m., your body hits its lowest temperature of the night. This drop can sometimes trigger wakefulness, especially in older adults more sensitive to feeling cold. Blood sugar dips. For people with diabetes or prediabetes, blood sugar levels can dip overnight, leading the body to wake up hungry or restless around 3 a.m. Liver function and detox. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is most active around 1 to 3 a.m., processing toxins and regulating blood. Some believe that waking at this time may indicate strain on the liver, though Western science connects it more to blood sugar and hormones. So, 3 a.m. isn't random. It's the point where several natural body processes collide. Add the fragility of senior sleep, and it becomes a natural tipping point for wakefulness. Health conditions linked to night wake-ups. Now, let's talk about the real health connections. Waking at 3 a.m. isn't always just an inconvenience. It can also be a signal. 1. Stress and anxiety. The early morning hours can be a hot spot for worry. With cortisol rising, the brain can become more alert. Seniors may wake up with racing thoughts, replaying worries or anxieties. This pattern is so common it has a name. Early morning awakening, a classic symptom of insomnia. 2. Blood sugar problems. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or even fluctuating blood sugar, waking at 3 a.m. may be linked to the body's attempts to regulate glucose. A dip in blood sugar can trigger adrenaline release, waking you suddenly. 3. Heart health. Studies show that cardiovascular problems, like high blood pressure or even irregular heart rhythms, can cause nighttime awakenings. The early morning hours are also when heart-related events are more common. 4. Sleep apnea. This condition, where breathing pauses during sleep, is common in older adults. Sleep apnea can cause repeated awakenings throughout the night, often around the 3 a.m. mark, leaving you groggy and unrest. 5. Overactive bladder. Frequent nighttime bathroom trips, called nocturia, are one of the most common reasons seniors wake up at night. By 3 a.m., the bladder may already be sending urgent signals. 6. Medication side effects. From blood pressure pills to steroids, many common medications can disrupt sleep. Some increase urination, others raise alertness, and still others alter sleep stages. Together, these conditions create a perfect storm that explains why 3 a.m. wake-ups are so common and why they shouldn't be ignored. Emotional and mental health angle. But it's not just physical health. Emotional well-being plays a major role. 2. Loneliness, depression, or anxiety can make nights especially restless. For some seniors, the quiet of 3 a.m. becomes the hour when worries feel loudest. Researchers call this nighttime rumination. Without distractions, the mind turns inward, amplifying concerns. Over time, this can condition the brain to expect wakefulness at 3 a.m. Breaking that cycle requires both emotional support and healthy sleep habits. Lifestyle habits that worsen 3 a.m. wake-ups. Let's be honest, sometimes our own habits make things worse. Here are some common culprits. Drinking caffeine too late in the day. Napping for too long in the afternoon. Drinking alcohol before bed. It may make you sleepy at first, but it fragments sleep. Eating heavy meals late at night. Scrolling on phones or watching TV right before sleep, which suppresses melatonin. For seniors, these habits stack on top of the natural changes of aging, making wake-ups almost guaranteed. Tips and natural remedies. The good news is there are ways to fight back. Here are some strategies that really work. Create a sleep-friendly bedroom. Cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains, a comfortable mattress, and consider white noise. Bedtime routine, gentle stretching, meditation, or reading can calm the mind. Limit stimulants. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and reduce alcohol intake. Mindful breathing. If you wake up at 3 a.m., try slow breathing or progressive relaxation instead of staring at the clock. Stay consistent. Go to bed and wake up at the same times every day, even weekends. Light exposure. Get sunlight during the day to strengthen circadian rhythm. Check medications. Review with your doctor if any prescriptions are affecting your sleep. Remember, small changes add up. For many seniors, just adjusting the routine can dramatically improve sleep quality. When to see a doctor. If you're waking at 3 a.m. once in a while, it's usually nothing serious. But if it's happening every night, or if you're experiencing fatigue, mood changes, memory problems, or other health issues, it's time to talk with your doctor. Sleep is a vital sign of health. Ignoring it means ignoring your body signals. Conclusion and call to action. So the next time you find yourself awake at 3 a.m., remember, it's not just random. It's your body, your hormones, your health, and your habits, all coming together in that quiet hour. Aging changes sleep, yes, but it doesn't mean restful nights are impossible. By understanding the science, listening to your body, and making smart choices, you can reclaim your sleep and protect your health. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might be struggling with 3 a.m. wake-ups, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into health and aging. Sleep well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.